Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to share my trip to Montreal and Quebec City. I will tell you about all the expenses, so don't miss the next parts. So नॉर्थ पे से हम सुबह 5:30 बजे के अराउंड निकले. It was a 4-day road trip. The drive was beautiful, especially with the fog that morning, and we really enjoyed it since we were with friends. So हमने अपने Airbnb पहले ही बुक किया हुआ था फॉर फर्स्ट डे ऑफ आवर स्टे, जिसका चेक इन हमें 12:30 AM करना था, and we reached to Montreal around 12:15 AM. It means it took us around 6.5 hours to reach Montreal. For first day we booked a 3-bedroom Airbnb for 5 people, and it costed us $220, and including parking it costed us $260, so it was quite reasonable. Now one funny thing happened right away with us. A lot of people in Montreal speak French, and we noticed that immediately. जब हमें वहाँ क्लीनिंग वाली लेडी से बात करनी थी तो हम लिटरली अपने फ़ोन से ट्रांसलेट करके एक दूसरे से बात कर रहे थे. सो ये एक बड़ा ही फ़नी सा एक्सपीरियंस था. देन आफ्टर ड्रॉपिंग ऑफ आवर बैग्स वी हैड आवर लंच. हम लंच के लिए खाना बनाकर लेकर गए थे एंड कुछ रेडीमेड भी लेकर गए थे बिकॉज एयरबीएनबी में हमें किचन प्रोवाइडेड था. सो वी मेड श्योर कि हम उसका यूज़ करें. सो नाउ वी आर रेडी टू एक्सप्लोर. फ्रेशन अप होने के बाद अब हम निकल पड़े मॉन्ट्रियल घूमने. द वेरी फर्स्ट लोकेशन जहां हमें विजिट करना था वो हमारे स्टे से कुछ ही दूर थी, तो हम स्ट्रीट से वॉक करते हुए गए एंड वी लव्ड द स्ट्रीट्स ऑफ मॉन्ट्रियल. दे वर वेरी लाइवली एंड वी लव्ड सीइंग द बिल्डिंग्स एंड एक्सपीरियंसिंग द एटमॉस्फेयर. एंड फाइनली वी रीच्ड नोट्रे डेम बसेलिका, जो कि एक चर्च है. Just look at the beautiful surroundings of Notre Dame Basilica. The Notre Dame Basilica is a masterpiece in itself. Visiting it costed us $16 per person for tickets, and let me tell you, it was worth every penny. The church is the largest in North America and one of the most visited monuments of the continent. From the moment we arrived, we were blown away by its beauty, both outside and inside.
Yeah, so I'm in queue.
The architecture is stunning, and when you step inside, it feels like you are entering in a different world. The colorful stained glass creates a magical experience that truly takes your breath away. Once we were inside, the atmosphere was so peaceful and calming. It was amazing just to be there and soaking in all the beauty around us. We all felt so special being in such a historic and beautiful place. It's a must visit if you are in Montreal. Just have a look at the beauty of this place. How beautiful everything is. After soaking in all that beauty, we took some amazing pictures outside the church. Those moments are definitely some of our favorite memories for the trip. Then we decided to explore the streets of Montreal. One thing to note here is that every signboard in Quebec is in French, which made things a bit challenging for us at first. It was tricky trying to understand the road signs and directions, but we didn't let that stop us. We managed to figure out some of the rules and got the hang of it, and by the end of our trip we were actually familiar with a few French words we picked up along the way. And now it's the time to head towards our next destination, which was the Montreal Biodome. And these were the clips showing how much we enjoyed our journey. Here we reached the Montreal Biodome. It is a museum of enclosed ecosystems located at Olympic Park, and it's such a unique place. The biodome includes several attractions like the biosphere, insectarium, planetarium, and botanical gardens, all showcasing 5 ecosystems of America under one roof. We started with the biosphere, which costed us $23.25 per person to enter. And here we were confused about which way to enter, roaming around trying to find the right entry. यही आ जाओ
इधर आ
सब पल रीजन तो भैया यार ठंड लगेगी ओ कितनी ठंडी मेरे को आगे होने दो ओए सोई में बर्फ है अब बोलो दिस इज सो ब्यूटीफुल penguins. One of the highlights for us was the subpolar area where they kept the penguins. We saw the penguins for the first time in our lives, and the space was perfectly designed for them with cold temperatures and even bowls made of snow. Watching the penguins was amazing. They were so playful and fun to observe. ये कैसे कूद रहे हैं?
भाई इनके लिए टेम्परेचर सेट करना।
ओए हो गया नीचे। अभी देखना सारे जाएंगे।
इनको बोल वापस जाने।
अभी वहाँ से आएंगे। Next, we headed to the area showcasing tropical rainforests, and just look at the entry decor. We all walked in filming with our cameras, feeling like kings and queens. Inside the area, it felt just like being in a real rainforest. There were trees everywhere with various types of vegetation and species. We saw alligators and colorful birds, including one bird that kept chirping whenever we turned our backs to it. It was such an amazing creature. There were a lot of beautiful and colorful species there, including reptiles like anaconda, and we could observe different habitats throughout. There was even a cave that housed bats. This fascinating forest was home to several tropical mammals and dozens of bird species. Next, we visited the area showcasing the Laurentian maple forest, another beautiful ecosystem. We saw beavers and many other fascinating species. These exhibits reveal rare scenes that animal lovers will want to savor, as capturing such precious moments in the wild is usually difficult. Next, we explored the area showcasing the Gulf of St. Lawrence. The St. Lawrence is a majestic river full of hidden treasures, and the biodome offers a unique opportunity to closely observe its richness. The exhibition provides an incredible view of underwater life with hundreds of fish from around 15 species. After the biosphere, we decided to visit the planetarium to experience a bit of space. The planetarium has a small museum that showcases some real meteors, which was really cool to see, but highlight was definitely their show. They took us on a journey through the real sky above Montreal, showing us stars, planets, and even the northern lights. It felt like we were traveling through space. The visuals were breathtaking and we were completely captivated.
More than 400 kilometers above the Earth, the International Space Station is at the same altitude as the solar wind that can occasionally head direct.
After enjoying the show, we noticed it was getting dark outside, so we headed back to our Airbnb where we had some dinner and relaxed for a bit. We were excited to visit Mount Royal later that night, which is known for its beautiful views. Then around the midnight, we headed to Mount Royal. It's actually the mountain that Montreal is named after. It is more like a small hill, but from the top you can see the entire city. We wanted to catch the night views, so going at night was perfect. And the best part, visiting Mount Royal is completely free. There are no tickets required. The hike from the parking spot was only about 5 minutes and the views from Mount Royal were absolutely breathtaking. The entire city lit up at night looked stunning. We took some time to enjoy the fresh air and soak in the scenery. It was the perfect way to end our first day of the trip. So to recap, on our first day we visited 3 amazing places: the Notre Dame Basilica Church, the Biodome and Mount Royal. And you can see all the expenses we incurred on our first day displayed on the screen. And now it's the time to say goodbye. Stay tuned for the second part of the video where I'll share more about our next adventures. Thanks for joining me and see you soon.